What is up, y'all? Bazzy here, coming at you with some tips and tricks for the tail for the Protos 380. So, to start off, man, I was having some problems with the tail. In the last video, I was running the HV93i for the tail, and it was decent. I was running the speed up tail pulley. The tail was decent, man, but it looked decent, but it just felt like shit, man. It wasn't locked in properly like it should be. And no matter what I did with the settings, man, it just, excuse me, I couldn't get it locked in. So I'm like, what the hell, man? I was like, maybe I need some more torque, you know. So what I did is I went with a KST X15 755X. I'm like, maybe this will fix my issues, man. A little bigger servo, you know, pretty decent one. Still having the same issues, man. No matter what I did with the damn gain, I was getting a little wag, and it was really pissing me off, man. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, man. But anyways, man, from what I found out after going through this big mess, man, that the mechanical gain on this helicopter is so damn high, man. Like, whatever's going on, like, in this area here, with the geometry of that pitch lever there or whatever, the gain is just so high, man. And it turned out what it was, like I said, no matter how much I'd lower the gain on the K-bar there, I was still getting that wag. So I'm like, what the hell? I was running like 11 millimeters, I believe, on the tail servo horn, and it was too much. 11 millimeters is too much, man. I had to come in to 7.5. Went out this morning, flew it. Man, this tail is like a rock, man. Like, insane. Like, night and day. Like, man. So, if you're having problems with the tail, you may have to come in on that servo horn a little bit. And like I said, mine's at 7.5. That's what the manual recommends. But it's all depending on the servo. For what your length's going to be for that ball in the servo horn, but just realize that that is very crucial. I mean, a few millimeters, like I said, it's night and day for me. It could, you know, so really pay attention to that and try some different holes on there if you're having some problems, to reduce the reduce or increase the mechanical gain if you guys need to, you know what I mean. Another thing I did too, I'm running like 3K head speed now, I believe, but I had the speed up tail pulley on there, but now I'm using the stock 22 tooth to lower the gain on the tail a little more, you know what I mean? Because like I said, man, in that K-bar, man, I was down to like 40% gyro gain. That's like what a T-Rex 250 is supposed to be at, and it was still kind of messed up. So now I'm able to get the gain where it should be and don't have to run it crazy low. So yeah, mechanical gain, may need to lower it a little bit. Another tip and trick here I wanted to kind of show you guys was with these tail blade grips, man, with these plastic ones. I had a lot of play in these blade grips, man. Like, it was insane. Like, it was unacceptable. I'm like, how can I fix this shit, man? So anyways, what I ended up doing, man, was, if you guys can look at this little diagram here with the blade grips, how the bearings go and stuff in there. I wanted to tighten these blade grips up. So what I did, I took this one here, moved it down here. These are 4x6 by 0.3 millimeter shims. 4x6 by 0.3. Move this one down here, so you have two of them stacked on each other, and then put a 4x6 by 0.2 up here. I had some extra ones of these laying around, so I just sanded it, measured it with the caliper, sanded it, measured it with the caliper until I got the 0.2 millimeters. Yeah, move this one down here. You want the two stacked down here, the bigger ones. You want more of the weight inside of the blade grip, and then put the 4x6 by 0.2 up here. That tightened these blade grips up, man, and big difference. Big difference. And it's not too tight. It's not like you have to, you know, be careful when tightening them, you know, like you're going to do it too tight. With adding that 0.2 millimeter shim on top up there, it's like perfect, man. Not too tight, not too loose, It's just right, man, and it'll tighten those blade grips up. I wanted to get the metal blade grips to put on there to solve the issue, but I really didn't feel comfortable doing that with the plastic tail case, you know. So that's another tip there. Let's see. With this helicopter, man, I know all flybarrel systems are different, but from what I've gathered from my testing and trials and errors, that you want that pitch slider or pitch lever 90 degrees with the tail case. And then you'll have a little bit of pitch in your tail, and that's going to help compensate for some torque. But yeah, you want that at 90 degrees. And then at neutral servo, and then you want your tail servo horn at 90 degrees as well. So anyways, guys, wanted to share that with you because it was a pain in the ass for me, and hopefully you can learn from this and don't have to go through the same bullshit that I did. So anyways, guys, get that tail locked in, check on your mechanical gains. Get the tail tight, throw that extra little shim in there, no play in there, and then just make sure all your stuff's at 90, at neutral. With that, keep smacking it. Vazzy out.